This is your fairy rock mother speaking, Kiki Plesha, editor-in-chief of Ion Indie Magazine. We are a coalition of musicians, journalists, photographers, and industry professionals that have joined forces with one goal in mind, to get all genres of indie music read about and heard. To learn more about our publication, visit our website at www.ionindiemagazine.com. And while you are at it, stop by our Facebook page and show us some love. Ion Indie Magazine, the initiative for indie music worldwide.
Are you ready for the shotgun? Welcome to Shotgun Radio, a metal hard rock show to present one band at a time. I'm Gage Cifuentes. Welcome to the party. Today on our show we have Trivium, a band which needs no introduction. They have a ton of albums out with a ton of material to choose from. However, today we're going to be checking out their newest album, Vengeance Falls. They're touring on it like crazy, and they have been ever since it came out. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. This first tune is called Brave This Storm.
Should we
Yeah, man. Brave This Storm. That track's a good track, man. And it's the first one on the album, so it just tells you right there, they loved it as well. All right, so Trivium. This is a band that a lot of metalheads out there already know. If you're a fan of their old material, if you're a fan of their new material, there's a good chance you probably have already heard them. But this show is actually going to be geared toward two different listeners. The first listener is the chick or the guy who has heard the band or has heard of the band but hasn't really gotten into their material, hasn't really taken the time to listen to more than one track. This show is going to be for you. Also, this show is going to be geared to those who have heard the new album and is a huge fan of the band, however, they are not a fan of the new album. So I really would love it if you could listen to this show as well, because there's a couple things I'm going to pass your way that I think you probably will find very, very interesting. Either way, let's go ahead and get into the bio as far as Trivium themselves. Trivium is an American heavy metal band from Orlando, Florida, and they were formed in 2000. After getting signed to Roadrunner Records in 2004, the band has released 6 studio albums. Now, prior to 2004, they released Ember to Inferno. That was their debut album, and that's kind of what got them hooked up with Roadrunner Records. After that, Ascendancy, 2004, The Crusade in 2006, Shogun, 2008, In Waves in 2010, and finally, Vengeance Falls in 2013. Now, as a metalhead, I think it's important for me to point out that every single album they ever released had some serious merit. I mean, they always had skill. They always focused on making sure that the production was clean and clear. Even their first album, Ember Inferno, had a pretty solid quality, especially considering it came out between 2000 and 2004. I mean, dude, that time frame, if you listen to albums from that time frame and then put that album against them, I mean, it's fucking top notch, man. It's outstanding. And then Ascendancy, to this day, it's still one of my favorite albums ever. The Crusade, it's tight as hell. They spent a ton of time making sure everything on that album was just ridiculously sharp and just solid. Then Shogun, dude, Shogun has some of the best writing I've ever heard as far as musically and lyrically. I mean, deep stuff. And then In Waves, still, I gotta tell you, even though that album is very new, the quality is fantastic. And dude, the writing is just great, man. That's my favorite album by these guys by far to this day. Vengeance Falls is a whole different animal in comparison to all the other albums. And the reason why is because there is somebody else involved. David Draymond, the lead singer of Disturbed and Device, was the producer on the album. Now, for you metalheads out there who didn't know that, I'm sure if you've heard this album, you're like, holy crap, that makes sense. That is the reason why it has a slightly different feel than all the other albums. And to be honest, as a metalhead, I was very curious as to how that happened. Well, let me tell you how that happened. David Draymond and the guys from Trivium have always been friends. They've been friends for a long time. And when In Waves was released, David was like, holy crap, this is a huge step for these guys. And he said, in an interview, he said that it opened a door, as far as he was concerned, to being able to give them the ability to work together from a creative standpoint. And basically, he came to them and said, would you guys be interested in me maybe helping out as far as producer? And they were like, hell yeah, dude, that sounds great. I mean, basically, they're all just buds hanging out and working on good tunes. I mean, that's fantastic. As a listener, it changed perspective quite a bit. And it is interesting because when you listen to it, you can definitely hear the influence of David Draymond. I mean, he's got a very specific style of singing, and if you've heard Disturbed or Device, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So when you take that and you combine with the vocals of Trivium, it becomes kind of a different feel entirely. So we're going to move on to the next tune, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. This next tune is the title track, and it's called, of course, Vengeance Falls. awesome tune. Awesome. I'm glad they made that the title track, to be honest. It's a great tune. Also, I also find it interesting that they went ahead and focused on the mids as far as the guitar tracks are concerned. Other previous albums, they focused more on the high end. And that's totally cool. I mean, they definitely compensated for the difference as far as the overall mix is concerned. But this one, they focused more on the mids. Again, that's David Draymond scenario there as far as production. He definitely added that sort of tidbit there. So take it or leave it, it's a pretty good mix. All right, so if you want to find these guys online, you really just go Google and type in Trivium. They have a ridiculous amount of stuff online. And the reason why, of course, is because of how long they've been around and because of all the albums that they've got out. But you can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Wikipedia. You can find them on YouTube. You can find them on Twitter. You can find them on Last.fm Music. And you can find them on even a website called triviumeducation.com. I mean, dude, they are everywhere. So if you want to find them, that is not hard to do. So at the beginning of the show, I told you that there's a couple things that you might find interesting. For me, one of the things that I always thought was cool about Trivium is that you always had kind of the same feel and the same style. So I was always under the assumption that it was the same band members. Well, I was very wrong on that. These guys have had multiple change-ups. And this is what I found the most interesting. In the year 2000, whereas the band had started initially, they had a different singer. Their first singer, his name was Brad Luter. And he had left in the year 2000, and that's when the band really started kicking off. It's pretty interesting when you think about it. And then they actually had multiple change-ups after that. They had a guitarist from 2000 to 2001, and this is all within that beginning range where they were just getting things started. His name was Brent Young, and he ended up leaving. And he also did some bass work, and he did backing vocals. So like I said, that would also change a lot of the sound and the style just to begin with. Then they had Travis Smith, who was there from the beginning in 2000, but he ended up leaving in 2009, just before the album In Waves. Also, a very interesting development because, again, In Waves kind of was a step forward, according to David Draymond. And in my personal opinion, like I said before, In Waves was a great album. Nick Augusto was the drummer who ended up joining in 2009 to cover for Travis Smith, and he ended up being on the album for Vengeance Falls. In 2014, this year, Nick Augusto is no longer in the band. He has left, and the new drummer is Matt Madero. And it's pretty interesting when you look at the entire equation because Matt Madero is actually the new drummer, and obviously he has no problem with the new sound, which is all good, and ultimately the current configuration, everybody's badass and ready to rock. I just find it incredibly interesting that when you listen to the albums, you can so clearly hear style changes and adjustments in their writing and music all the way through their history based on who comes and who goes in the band. And man, I gotta tell you, you don't really get to hear it so clearly, such as you do with Trivium. So that's what I wanted to tell you. Super interesting as far as I'm concerned. All right, so let's move on to the next tune. The next tune is called Through Blood and Dirt and Bone. Wicked, man. Wicked. That's good stuff, man. Really good stuff. All right, so if you guys want to go see these guys live, they are absolutely available. However, right now, from what I can see on their website, upcoming shows, October the 24th in Kansas City, Missouri, they do have a show at 98.9 The Rockers Freak Ball with Killswitch Engage. From what I can see, that's the last time that they're going to perform in the U.S. as far as this tour is concerned, or at least what they have listed so far. They will be playing with Slipknot, however, in Tokyo, Japan, and that's November 16th. That'll be pretty epic. And then they'll be playing a lot in Australia after that. So I just want to let you guys know in the States, if you want to catch them and you're anywhere near Missouri, hit them up, man. Go see them. It's the last time you're going to see them on this tour, so I would say now's the time. Also, if you go to their website, you can pick up their album. You can pick up their digital album, which is actually saving you a little money. You can also get their merch. I mean, it's pretty good stuff, man. They've definitely got an operation worthy of mentioning, so I just got to make sure you know that. All right, so let's move on to the next tune. This next tune is called No Hope for the Human Race. Oh, man. I almost think maybe that might have been a good title track as well. I mean, no hope for the human race. That is a badass comment right there. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I totally agree with that statement. So if you guys want to stay up to speed as far as everything that's going on with Trivium, do not be afraid to sign up for the fan club. You get a couple of extra tracks that have not been released to the public. And also you get a constant update as far as what's going on with tours and stuff coming around near your area. So it's kind of nice. If you're a fan, I highly suggest it. This is a good band worthy of doing that. All right, so we're just going to move straight to that last tune now. The last tune of the show we're going to play is called As I Am Exploding. And it is a faster tune, but it also has a really nice hook to it. I hope you guys dig it. Check it out.
It's a struggle I no longer can get through. And every time I cast aside, the lid keeps on crawling back anew. You will never comprehend how it hurts to be tormented by everything that I see. The violence of the sea permeates everything. I've become bound completely. I can't stand this suffering anymore. Why won't it end? No one hears me. No one sees this war raging into me. Life can keep going on this way. I feel I'm lost inside my head. My thoughts overtake me. They're killing me faster with each passing day. Can't imagine what it's like to be all of you, living under a shroud of complicity. The world is worse than you ever could know. The truth would be the thing that killed you. What if I could prevent all of your suffering? Indiscriminate, absolute purging. Do I have what it takes to be shepherd for everything that I deplore? I can't stand this suffering anymore. Why won't it end? No one hears me. No one sees this war raging into me. Life can keep going on this way. I feel I'm lost inside
Yup. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Damn good work, guys. Damn good work. All right. So, here at Shotgun Radio, it is my job to present to you a good band or album, and you, as a listener, get to choose whether or not you dig them. You have heard 5 tunes from this album, so now you got a pretty good idea on what to expect from the rest of the album. My personal opinion? I think it's a damn good album, man. I don't think it's their best album, but I do think it's a damn good album. The writing is pretty solid. Lyrically, it's very enjoyable. It's dark as hell, and if you're receptive at all, it's pretty easy to get into. It's still got a lot of heavy elements, and combine that with all of the melodic stuff they do very well. It's good stuff. They do not scream as much as they used to in this album, unfortunately, and I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of the screaming. So it was kind of a disappointment when I did not hear as much. However, I can still understand the lyrics, and I like the writing, so it's still good stuff. I really think David didn't need to be involved on this album. To be honest, I can hear too much of his influence as far as the style of singing. I really enjoyed what they had before this, and I hope to God that they go back a little bit so that way they can kind of intertwine what they learned from David, but also what they've been doing before. So he doesn't do so much carrying out on the notes as he did in this album. And I guess only time will tell, man. But beyond that, the album itself is damn good. If you listen to it a few times, it'll probably grow on you pretty easily. You just got to be a little bit more receptive to enjoy it. That's all. All right, well, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Shotgun Radio. Guys, I really appreciate it. And I got to tell you all, this season is almost done. I go for 12 episodes to make a season, and you guys have been great the whole time. So thank you for that support. And from me to you, as always, respect!
This is your fairy rock mother speaking, Kiki Plesha, editor-in-chief of Ion Indie Magazine. We are a coalition of musicians, journalists, photographers, and industry professionals that have joined forces with one goal in mind, to get all genres of indie music read about and heard. To learn more about our publication, visit our website at www.ionindiemagazine.com. And while you are at it, stop by our Facebook page and show us some love. Ion Indie Magazine, the initiative for indie music worldwide.